From career-ending neck fractures to dreams shattered in 8 seconds. These are the 10 most heartbreaking moments in bull riding history. At number 10, Sage Kimzey drew Buck Nasty in Sacramento.
Mark bull of the first day right here, and the high mark bull of the event so far. Sage could be a lot of points right here.
The 2025 championship round crowd was behind him, but Buck Nasty had other plans. Bucked him off for 46.25 points and slammed him down hard.
But that little move right there, that little stutter step right there, threw his timing off, and this right here.
Oh boy.
Could have been.
It looked brutal, because it was. But if you think that was devastating, Jose Vitor Leme at number 9 had it worse.
But he does have a hole in his riding, and that's when bulls kick out of there, set him up, and go to the...
He came into Tacoma in 2019, looking to make a statement on his way to his first world championship. Instead, Leona's pet shook him vigorously, then slammed him to the dirt in a wreck that shook the arena.
Bulls right here, another big bull score. 44, but this is what I'm talking about with Jose. If this bull goes left...
Yep, that was heartbreaking. Now that we're talking about dreams being crushed, Tyler Haar probably felt his world collapse when he drew Revolution at number 8. He was competing in round 1 at the WinStar World Casino and Resort Invitational in Thackerville, Oklahoma.
Come out with.
No joke, he thought he could handle the legendary bull, but Revolution stepped on him like he was nothing. And while Haar was getting trampled in Oklahoma, Sean Willingham at number 7 was facing his own nightmare bull.
S Ranch in Dallas shot on his re-ride.
He climbed on Cowboy Up, thinking he'd conquer the beast, but the bull didn't care about his confidence. Sean got his reward, a C7 fracture that benched him for 3 months, and I hope those points were worth it.
See that.
Boy, look at this.
Oh. Yow.
Although the heartbreak parade rolled on, at number 6, J.W. Harris took his beating in New York City 2016. He slid forward, shoulder meeting dirt as mishap spun. Yet the slam wasn't the worst part. Torn elbow ligaments and rib sprains sidelined him for nearly half a season. While Harris's knockout was devastating, Renato Nunez's wreck felt downright cruel at number 5.
You can see that rope tied over the top of his neck. It's because right there he wants to jump up.
When Nunez nodded on Stone Sober in Albuquerque, the arena crackled. Everyone believed in the former world champion. It looked promising, but then it got ugly. First, the outside fake sent him drifting. Then, the rollback came. That horn raking his vest sealed it, and Nunez was done. The medics didn't waste a second. They knew it was serious the moment they saw his shoulder.
Let's see another one. Watch this moment right coming up. Now watch this. Look at this bull. Unbelievable. That's incredible. That bull just goes nuts. He's like, whatever it takes, get these guys off of me.
There is now a new phrase in our lexicon. It's called...
But here's the diagnosis: a separated shoulder, cracked rib, and deep hip bruise. He couldn't lift his gear for weeks. Not the ride, not the pain, just slings and ice. Turns out his elbow had already been barking before the wreck, so now that he's sidelined, he's planning to get that cleaned up too. Renato has elbow surgery scheduled in April. His wife posted online. He's using this recovery time to fix everything. Thanks for all the prayers, messages, and love. He's got a long, grinding recovery ahead, but considering what just happened, it could have been worse. At number 4, we wheel back to 2019 in Oklahoma City. Stetson Lawrence's worst nightmare in slow motion. As soon as the gate banged, Arden came unglued, jacking left so hard it looked like the bull wanted to sidestep gravity. Lawrence planted for 2 jumps, then lost his feet and hung up, his free arm flailing like a snapped tow rope. The arena gasped at the crack of leather and skull. He slammed face first, helmet skidding, and before the dust even settled, a hind hoof whipped around and thumped the crown.
Toughness that these guys display week in and week out. You look at the shots he takes, but then you see that kick.
Medic sprinted. Later he joked, "I saw Oklahoma history flash by and none of it was pretty." CT scans weren't laughing. Grade 2 concussion, hairline orbital fracture, strained C-spine. Food, off the menu. Bright lights, forget it. Until then, ice, prayer, repetition, and patience. But bull riders heal in countdowns, not calendars. Give me 8 clean seconds and a doctor's nod, and I'll be back pitching dirt. The comeback can wait. The comeback will happen. The mindset never left the chute. Now, even though Stetson Lawrence got already cracked, things didn't get any easier for Fabiano Vieira at number 3.
Bill Henson and Gene Owen. Former owner, I believe, right? LJ Jenkins.
Bulls want to lean around on the gate tonight.
Vieira came in with confidence. He had just made the whistle on Lefty and thought he'd escaped clean. But Lefty didn't care about any celebration. As soon as Vieira dismounted, the bull turned. Vieira tried to get clear, but the bull's timing was perfect. He lost his footing, and the worst part, he couldn't see the hind hoof coming. That's when it turned into a nightmare. Lefty's hoof caught him full in the face. Vieira didn't try to act like a hero. He kept it simple. I made the whistle, but got unlucky on the dismount. If only I had been more careful, I could have avoided that brutal kick. But yeah, things happen.
I want to be a professional bull rider at this level.
You might want to rethink it.
Well, but that is the commitment that it.
That's just how it goes sometimes. 1 second you're celebrating, the next you're face down in the dirt. Vieira definitely got his bell rung, but what happened to Cooper Davis at number 2 might have sounded even worse. Literally.
Let's watch this ride. Cooper looks like he's ready to nod.
Davis had drawn Midnight Rock at Madison Square Garden, and that bull was no joke. Riders knew Midnight Rock had some of the quickest spins in the pen. Davis looked focused, locked in, maybe even ready, but all of that went out the window once the chute opened.
Wow!
Midnight Rock exploded out like dynamite, spinning Davis harder than he expected. He tried to recover, but it was too late. His body was already positioned wrong. By 2.8 seconds, Davis was airborne, and then he was on the ground.
It's just more than anybody can take, and it compounds, and it's just going to rip your hand out of that rope.
45-point bull score there. And
that alone would have been enough. But the landing was neck first into the dirt, a full force impact that drove his C6 vertebra into pieces. The crack echoed through Madison Square Garden. Medics rushed in. Davis later talked about how it all unfolded. "I did not imagine something like this would happen at MSG." He said, "When the doctors told me I had fractured my C6, I knew my season was over. It was very scary for me. The doctors said that I should rest for months before even thinking about getting back on." Some folks say that's just bull riding, but for Davis, this wasn't just another wreck. It was a reality check. Now, at number 1, Derek Kolbaba stared straight at every rider's nightmare and watched his own helmet sail off into the dust. But he refused to let the nightmare finish the story.
Pressure to win or not, still got to show up and do your job.
It was mid-August 2023, Honda Center buzzing for the Nashville Stampede Oklahoma Freedom matchup. Kolbaba settled on show me, rope pitched tight, rhythm locked in. The first 4 seconds felt perfect, the crowd rising with every jolt. Then the brindle pivoted, double roll hard left, flinging Kolbaba over the front like a loose stirrup. A hind hoof clipped his chin bar and his helmet shot off like a champagne cork. He landed neck first, face dragging dirt, light spinning. Show me wheeled, hooking twice before bullfighters walled him off. Kolbaba crawled to the fence, one glove still clenched around ghost reins. Medics rushed, braced his neck, and walked him to the sports medicine room. Early word was grim, possible fracture, maybe worse. But scans showed only a concussion, sprained ligaments, deep road rash, and a row of stitches along the jaw. A near miss masquerading as a miracle.
He gets forward and quickly in a vulnerable position. Helmet gets knocked off. Good to see him on the sidelines. Wow, he was forward.
That bull hit me so hard I tasted iron through my mouth guard, he told reporters 2 days later. Doctors say I'm lucky my helmet came off clean instead of twisting my neck in half. Luck is relative. Kolbaba spent 3 weeks in a neck collar, living on protein shakes and highlight tapes. When you can't ride, you visualize. Every jump, every grip, run it on repeat until your body catches up. His parents weren't surprised by the resolve. Derek's wired different. These kids are tough as rawhide. They're built to get back on. By October, he was jogging laps, eyeing practice pens. On New Year's Day 2024, he nodded for a ranch bull in Walla Walla, dusted off 8 clean seconds, and slapped the dirt with a grin that said back in business. Think a wreck like that plants retirement thoughts. Kolbaba shakes his head carefully these days, but the answer's the same. Quit. Nah, the rush is worth the risk. Always has been. Because the heart of a real rider never quits chasing 8 seconds, even when the last crash is still ringing in his ears. That's the game. The wreck, the hush, the comeback, and the crowd roaring all over again.